Welcome to the What's Happening Birmingham video podcast.
Hello everyone, this is Jarvis Scott. What's happening Birmingham? Today I got the honor and pleasure and welcome back. It's Bob Dickerson with the AG Gaston Conference. This year is the 16th AG Gaston Conference on February 11th and 12th at the BJCC. Bob, thanks for coming in.
Well, thank you, Jarvis. I appreciate you coming out and coming in the office and letting me get the opportunity to do this interview.
All right. So let's talk about this year. So what's the overview for this year?
Well, we have a great conference. You know, every year we set the bar kind of high, and so we have to overachieve. Mm-hmm. And so I think we're doing that again this year. Mm-hmm. We've got, as a matter of fact, we have George Frazier, and George was our speaker at our very first AG Gaston Conference. Fantastic gentleman, thought leader. Dr. Frazier talks about Black America in a way that we all need to hear and that everybody needs to hear. Accompanying George will be Maggie Anderson. And Maggie, you know, we've had her before. She wrote the book Our Black Year and started the empowerment experiment. Maggie is a proponent of doing business with Black companies and purchasing from Black companies. So we certainly have her here. And sort of new to the Gaston Conference is Eugene Mitchell. Eugene just wrote a book on closing the racial wealth gap. And right after Eugene speaks, we're going to open it up and have a town hall meeting that features some of the organizations in Birmingham who are focused on increasing financial literacy, as we are here at the Birmingham Business Resource Center. And we're kicking off Tuesday with something we're calling an opportunity forum. Okay. And during that opportunity forum, we'll have some of the representatives from major initiatives that are taking place here in the city. You know, we got the World Games coming up. We're about to build a stadium. There's work with the airport, transit, work around the civil rights district. So we'll have those people to come and meet business owners who'd like to get some opportunities based on some of the things that are happening here. And then on Wednesday, of course, we're happy to have, for the first time speaking in Birmingham, Shelley Bell. Now, Shelley's name may not be as popular now as a George or Maggie, but she is the founder of Black Girl Ventures. She's been getting a lot of press both locally and across the country. In the recent weeks, she's actually been in Forbes, but she understands that access to capital, both debt as well as investment capital, is important for businesses, and so she's going to bring a message that I'm sure that all of Birmingham would want to hear. And then capping it off Wednesday at lunch is Michael A. Graves. Michael Graves is the son of Earl Graves, who was the founder and publisher of Black Enterprise magazine, and Earl Graves was an AG Gaston devotee. I can actually remember seeing Earl Graves on a couple of occasions visit Dr. Gaston when I worked there at the bank. So we think it's going to be a great conference and certainly want everybody to register and attend.
All right, for those who do not know who Dr. A.G. Gaston was, can you kind of give them overview?
Wow, well, A.G. Gaston, I was writing some stuff that I hadn't put online yet, but A.G. Gaston was born his grandparents had been slaves. He was born in Demopolis, Alabama. You know, at the time of his birth, honestly, he had probably more of a chance to be hanged because they were lynching Negroes, as we would call back then, than to become a multimillionaire. But he didn't let the circumstances of his birth stop him from accomplishing great things. So he went on to be a tremendous entrepreneur. Black Enterprise magazine that we just mentioned named him Entrepreneur of the 20th Century. He started burial society, insurance companies, funeral homes, a bank, real estate companies, cemeteries, a construction company, and a Boys and Girls Club that still exists today. So tremendous man, a business school to educate the students so they could work at his business and other businesses So he was a phenomenal man who never lost his sense of self and never made himself bigger than life when he talked to you. He was every man in every sense of the word, except he was a fantastic entrepreneur and he was very wealthy.
All right, so it's a 2-day conference.
Right.
What are some things you want business owners to know what they'll get out of this?
Well, we started the conference because we understand that business owners need to sort of take Gaston's model of making it and, kind of going against the odds, and still making it anyway. Thrift and discipline and being smart about, what you do with your resources, what you do with your money. And also bring to the attention of the public the plight of African American, in particular businesses, because we have got to grow the Black business community in order to close the racial wealth gap. Entrepreneurship is going to be the key to us growing the kind of economy that will hire our children and our grandchildren, that will produce the kind of revenue that contributes to wealth building in our community. We've got to do it by starting, growing, and owning successful businesses. So, that's one of the things that we've always tried to do with the Gaston Conference. And we've got to be smart about, what we do with our money, but we also have to be smart about how we spend our money and whether or not we spend it with people who support us, who look like us, and who will, again, make a contribution into the communities and into the things that we care about.
All right, so let me ask you this. It's been 16 years into the conference. How do you notice it's changed over the years as far as the content and feedback?
Well, we're blessed to have had some consistent and good sponsors and good support from the community. And so we've been able to bring, multiple speakers. This year we've got 5 national speakers. We do have some local leaders, on our program. When we did it the first year, we had 1. And so that was George. And so the fact that we've been able to extend it, that we have 2 lunches now as opposed to 1. The exhibit space in the corridor at the East Meeting Room is going to grow this year to be larger than it's ever been before. And so we have seen some growth, and a conference like ours, what we've done is we've kept it affordable.
Okay.
This conference, you could easily pay $400 or $500 to go to. Ours is $150, and so if you get the early bird special, sure, go on, get that now. But yeah, we've been able to keep it economical so that anybody who wants to come should be able to come, but expanded it to include more sponsors, more speakers, and again, some vital information for businesses.
Well, one of the things I would say has been the benefit from the years I've visited is you get an opportunity to network with people you normally wouldn't come into your circle or even in your atmosphere. Because they're there, you get a chance to sit and talk with them.
I'm glad you mentioned that. I thought about that just recently. The movers and shakers, the decision makers, people that you want to see and be seen with are generally at the AG Gaston Conference. They're either speaking or they're in the audience, but they're there. So if you're looking for one of Birmingham's premier Black History Month events, then the AG Gaston Conference is the place to be.
All right, so where do they go if they want to purchase tickets?
So of course, number one, we can still take your phone call.
Okay.
Here at the Birmingham Business Resource Center, that phone number is 205-250-6380. 205-250-6380. So if you call us, we'll get you registered. But we would prefer if you go online.
This new technology.
We would prefer if you went online and visited the website, which is aggastonconference.biz, B-I-Z, aggastonconference.biz, and you can register there. Hey, let me mention one other thing. we give out awards, and we do have a People's Choice Award. So,
Okay.
so all of the folks out there, you have an opportunity to pick someone, nominate someone for our People's Choice Award. Now, the deadline for that is coming up real soon, but I may extend it a little bit since I'm just doing this interview today.
Okay.
So please, if you've got somebody you know that embodies Gaston's principles of thrift, of ingenuity, and his most famous saying, find a need and fill it. So if you know people who have found needs and filled them, in our community, please nominate them. We'd like to know more about all the people out there who are doing great things in Birmingham.
I like better than that. It's like you give them the flowers while they live.
Exactly. We got to recognize people who are doing great work, and some people are sort of unknown and unsung heroes. But we're looking for those unsung heroes, so that we can sing their praises again while they can hear them. So.
All right, well, Bob, thanks for coming on.
Thank you, Jarvis.
Always appreciate your support throughout the years. I will also be there. You all might see me walking around interviewing people and kind of doing something similar like this, so don't be surprised. Come by and talk to me. Like I would say too, this conference is probably one of the top conferences you need to visit, especially if you're locally here in Birmingham. And I can't stress enough the great networking opportunities, because you may see people at this conference that you may not see for the whole rest of the year. Or like we like to say, Magic City Classic. So get an opportunity to get in front of these people's faces, and don't forget to bring your business card. Bring plenty of business cards. So that's one thing I definitely want to stress. Thank you all for watching the video today. Please check out what'shappeningbirmingham.com for more videos, and don't forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel. Thank y'all again, and have a great day. Bye-bye.
All right.
Thank you for watching the What's Happening Birmingham video podcast. Please check out our website, app, or subscribe to our YouTube channel for the latest videos today.